Something strange has been brewing around Blake Lively lately. Strange enough that fans and onlookers are wondering if there's a hidden side to Hollywood's golden girl, rumors of bullying, tense on-set encounters, and a messy legal fight with fellow actor Justin Baldon have turned her once pristine public image into a swirling storm of controversies. But how did America's sweetheart find herself on the receiving end of so many accusations? And is there any truth behind these headlines, or are they just sensational chatter? A TikToker named Caitlin Marie Cooper recently lit the spark that sent the internet buzzing. According to her, a casual trip to Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas turned into something right out of a spy thriller, starring none other than Blake Lively herself. Caitlin claims she and her mother were sitting in the hotel lobby, people watching like any curious travelers. Once they realized the famous actress was nearby, Caitlin did what countless fans do. She pulled out her phone to capture the moment. What happened next, however, wasn't the typical starstruck fangirl story. Caitlin says she noticed Blake's security team tracking her every move, as though she were a threat, simply because she recorded a short video in the lobby. The tension reportedly escalated the next day, when Blake Lively herself appeared, camera rolling, circling Caitlin's car, and presumably capturing license plate details. If that wasn't enough, Caitlin also insists she was then harassed on social media by various accounts linked to Blake's inner circle. While we only have Caitlin's words so far, the incident spread like wildfire on TikTok and garnered widespread attention. People began asking, is this a one-time misunderstanding, or does it reveal something deeper about how Blake handles conflict? Of course, this isn't the first time Blake has faced rumors about her attitude. Earlier whispers emerged from the set of the film A Simple Favor, which starred Lively and Anna Kendrick. Initially, the two projected a playful, comedic chemistry in interviews, smiling for the cameras and praising each other's talents. But as gossip sites and behind-the-scenes leaks suggested, their relationship wasn't as rosy as it appeared. Speculation intensified when sources close to the production alleged friction between the two actresses. Some claimed they tolerated each other only when the cameras rolled, while others pointed to awkward red carpet moments where their polite smiles never quite reached their eyes. By the time chatter about a sequel ramped up, rumors of serious tension emerged. Supposedly, the entire filming environment for the follow-up project was fraught with arguments and thinly veiled hostility. Even though Anna Kendrick has not publicly confirmed any issues, fans reading between the lines noticed how rarely she speaks about Blake now. Could it be standard Hollywood gossip? Possibly, but combined with Caitlin Cooper's story, these hints of behind-the-scenes drama suggest a pattern that some viewers can't ignore. Rumors and leaked stories can shake anyone's reputation, but Blake's real public relations quagmire seems to revolve around a far more explosive situation: her ongoing legal war with actor Justin Baldon. While the general public may not be intimately familiar with Justin's work, he's gained attention primarily through two things: his roles in various indie projects and this very dispute with Lively. According to multiple reports, the tension started with claims of professional bullying and power plays. At one point, it was said that Blake used accusations against Justin to bolster her own position in a collaborative project, essentially throwing him under the bus to control the narrative. Justin fought back, insisting these claims were fabricated, and soon enough, lawyers were involved. Gag orders flew back and forth, with each side trying to hush the other. However, Justin appeared more than willing to share his side of the story. He even went as far as setting up a dedicated website to post evidence and document the courtroom drama for the public to see. Suddenly, the private feud between two actors transformed into a very public battle. Statements and counterstatements flooded social media. Rumor had it Blake's team sought every available legal mechanism to keep Justin quiet, while Justin's attorney, the outspoken Brian Freriedman, argued that if Blake was free to discuss her angle in the press, Justin should have that same freedom. From gag orders to depositions, it became a showdown of unstoppable force meeting immovable object, with reputations and careers hanging in the balance. The worst nightmare for any celebrity is losing control of the story. After all, Hollywood thrives on image, style, brand partnerships, and carefully choreographed public appearances. For years, Blake Lively was a master of her own PR. She was the charming, effortlessly elegant star known for comedic roles and a high-profile marriage to Ryan Reynolds. Yet, if you believe the rumors, that perfect image started to crumble when multiple controversies converged at once. Some sources claim Blake's team went into overdrive, planting stories or giving anonymous tips to certain tabloids to paint Justin Baldon as an unhinged troublemaker. But if that was the plan, it seems to have backfired spectacularly. Justin's attorney slammed those narratives as baseless attempts to sabotage his client. Meanwhile, the judge overseeing the lawsuit refused to grant Blake the power to muzzle Justin or to pick and choose who would question her under oath. In a series of tense hearings, her legal team reportedly lost motion after motion, letting Justin's side build momentum. Publicly, fans began to split. On one hand, there are those who stand by Lively, calling these stories desperate grabs for attention. On the other, supporters of Justin argue that Blake's carefully crafted persona might be a thin veneer, hiding someone who isn't as gracious off-camera. Online forums lit up with debates about who was telling the truth, with each bit of leaked court information adding fuel to an already volatile fire. Why would someone like Blake Lively, who seemingly had it all, fight so fiercely? One theory suggests she's doing everything possible to protect her brand, which hinges on positivity and approachability. Another possibility is that she's trying to shield her family from negative headlines. Being married to Ryan Reynolds, an actor with his own legions of fans, adds another layer of scrutiny. Some observers point out that public image is currency. In Hollywood, a single narrative slip-up can cost millions in lost endorsements and future roles. If Blake believes Justin's allegations could tarnish her reputation, it's plausible she'd go on the offensive. Of course, that same instinct might be fueling Justin to defend himself as aggressively as possible. Neither side wants to look weak, and both have everything to lose or gain, depending on the court's final ruling. But what about the increasingly awkward silence from Ryan Reynolds? So far, he hasn't stepped into the spotlight to defend or explain Blake's side of the story, at least not publicly. This absence only fans the flames of speculation. Is he trying to remain neutral in a matter that doesn't directly involve him, or is there more to the story that we don't see? While rumor mills churn, the clock is ticking toward a March 2026 trial date, where all the swirling accusations will finally see a judge and jury. For Blake, it's a high-stakes gamble. She faces the possibility of a humiliating public defeat if Justin's evidence holds up in court. And there's more than just legal consequences at play. There's the potential loss of credibility, tarnished career prospects, and a wave of negative headlines that might overshadow anything else she achieves. Observers wonder if some settlement might keep everything under wraps. Yet, Justin's lawyer has made it clear he's not backing down. He's repeatedly emphasized that his client wants to prove his innocence conclusively, and that might only be possible by going all the way to trial. Every new hearing or leaked document only heightens the drama, leaving fans and critics glued to any scrap of fresh information. In parallel, the fan story with Caitlin Cooper remains a lingering stain on Blake's public image. Though less legally explosive, the narrative of a Hollywood star intimidating a random guest in a hotel lobby has circulated widely, sparking heated debates about celebrity entitlement. For some, it's just an isolated misunderstanding. For others, it's further proof that Blake might not be as friendly as she appears on glossy magazine covers. Between these fan allegations, the rumored feud with Anna Kendrick, and an escalating legal war with Justin Baldon, Blake Lively finds herself standing on shaky ground. One misstep could cost her everything she's built over the years, from cherished brand deals to public admiration. Yet, maybe she has reasons for behaving the way she does. Perhaps this is all just a swirl of half-truths and sensational headlines. In the end, the public's judgment may come down to what happens in court or what new revelations emerge in the meantime. Will Blake's polished persona remain intact, or will Justin's determination and those persistent rumors about her behind-the-scenes behavior shift the narrative against her? Only time will tell. For now, as the countdown to the trial continues, the bigger question remains. Will Blake Lively's legacy survive these controversies, or will the next few years reshape her reputation forever? No one knows how this real-life drama will play out. But one thing's for sure, Hollywood hasn't seen a high-stakes showdown quite like this in a long time.